The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Q&A Tuesdays on The Love Talk Show.
Registration for the Marriage Celebration 2025 is now open. Don't miss out. If you are engaged and ready to make your union official, or if you are already living with your partner and wish to formalize your commitment, register your interest by sending an email to love@uckg.org. The marriage celebration offers a unique opportunity to strengthen the bond of love with your partner. You will receive blessings, guidance, and support to build a solid, harmonious relationship rooted in the Word of God. This special ceremony will include couples marrying at the altar, along with blessings and encouragement for everyone present. For those already married, it is a wonderful chance to rekindle the flame of love. Bring your written vows and join us in this beautiful celebration. Mark your calendar and make sure to not miss this opportunity to strengthen your relationship. The marriage celebration taking place during the Love Therapy Seminar on Thursday, 1st May at 8 p.m, especially at the Kilburn Church, 234 Kilburn High Road, London NW6 4JP. For more information, email love@uckg.org. We look forward to seeing you at this unforgettable celebration. Marriage celebration, strengthening relationships, blessing lives.
Very good evening and welcome to the Love Talk Show,
where you can learn intelligent love.
Intelligent love, as you saw in this advert. Are you ready for the marriage celebration? If you are, perhaps you have been married before the eyes of men, but not yet. You received the blessing from the altar. As you saw it happen this year, actually, you're going to see it happen next year. It's unbelievable. You are coming very close to the end of one more year. One more year is about to end, Chris. So send us an email at love@uckg.org, and then you can find more information, what you need to do in order for you to take part in this marriage celebration, okay? So the questions of tonight, Chris, I believe to everyone who is watching us, actually the two questions we're going to play. We're going to play the first one, and then after the second one. They are very similar to each other. They speak to each other. They are linked, I would say. That's the word.
Yes.
So we'll be able to speak to you more about this question. So I'm going to play it once. That can give you a time that if you are relate to that question, or you know someone who is, perhaps. Because the Q&A, Chris, is not only to answer a question, the people who actually has a question. Some people, they do have questions, but they don't know how to ask, or they don't have like the boldness to ask, because they think they may be judged. I hear people saying that here. They used to say, no, if I say what I think, if I ask a question, people will judge me. It's quite the opposite. I personally, whatever things I don't know, I ask. I ask. Actually, the Lord Jesus said, ask and you will receive. Knock and it will be open to you. Seek and you will find.
Not sit and wait. Be afraid.
She said 505. 504.
Okay.
Thank you, Rhonda Thomas. Kilburn also connected. Precious is connected tonight, huh?
Oh, Precious.
God bless you, Precious. Plus the connecting faith as well. So, okay, let's go, dear. Let's play the question of tonight. And pay attention. Perhaps it's something related to you or to someone that you know. Perhaps someone that you have been speaking with. And you maybe say, oh, I don't know what else to say. Perhaps it's going to be the answer of tonight.
I've been dating for a while, but we live a bit far apart. When I call him, I tell him that I miss him and ask if he misses me too. But he says he doesn't. He says he loves me and likes me, but it's weird. I feel like I'm not that important to him. Is it normal for a man not to feel anything?
Well, let's understand here this question. You see, first you said that you have been dating for a while. So I don't know, I suppose it will be more than a year, the way your message was written. And you said there as well that you tell him that you miss him, and he says to you that he doesn't miss you. And then after the end, he says that he loves you, he likes you, he wants to be with you. And then it's normal for men to not feel anything. I don't believe he does not feel things, but there is a difference between feeling something and know how to express what you feel. Usually, Chris, women is one of the qualities actually that the women have. Women, in the majority of the time, she has a very good way to express herself. She can just say what's happening. She can tell what she's feeling. She can tell what's happening in her mind. She can put in words. She can tell the partner or the boyfriend or the girlfriend, the boyfriend, what is happening. Where else we can see that men, it's different. See, the way men process things are different. Man can feel many things, but he doesn't know how to say what he's feeling. Because it's not something natural for a man to do it. Why is that? Just how we were created. We, men and women, we are different.
Yes.
So missing, he says that he doesn't miss you.
Yes.
But I don't know if you don't miss someone. So how will you say that you love that person, you want to be with that person? Is a bit contradictory. So I believe what has been happening here is a miscommunication.
Yes, or maybe also, for instance, maybe you are a kind of girlfriend that's always contacting the boyfriend, and then there is no space for him to miss her. Maybe when she asks him, "Do you miss me?"
Maybe man is like this. Yeah.
He's like this. Well, I'm talking to you every day. I'm not missing you.
Or maybe he just told you, I just spoke to you today.
Yeah.
So man is very rational.
Exactly. So maybe
very reason.
Yeah. So maybe
it's reason. Like if you ask a question, you're gonna get the straight answer. Some people actually are like this. I've noticed, Chris. I mean, people from different countries, they are different by nature. As you work, like you do, like ourselves, we do the work of God in different places. From our homeland, from the place where we were born, because now here is our home. The UK is our home. So you are our family. Someone even wrote here on the chat, good evening, family. Yes, we are your family, all right. We are brothers and sisters in faith. We are family, but you carry with you some identity of your personality. Like people are different. So if you meet people from different parts of the world, you can realize that how they speak, how they express themselves a bit different. So Brazilians, for instance, they seems to, not all the Brazilians, but the way they express themselves are very calm, very friendly. They like to meet someone and speak about their entire life with that person. They like to hug, for example. Usually you see a Brazilian, they see the other person on the street, they want to hug them. They never met really that person. And some people, they're different. Like they're more reserved, I would say.
Yes.
Like people from here, for instance, they prefer, people here from UK, they prefer to be more straightforward. That's okay. If you ask, how are you? They say, okay, good.
Yes.
They will say, no, I'm very good. My day was a blessing. I like this. They good. They meant good.
Well, I was there in the shop, and then the lady talked to me like they don't go that deep. But coming back to the question, I see that maybe she might not give him that space. She might be a girlfriend that's always nagging his attention all the time. And because of it, when she asked, oh, I missed you yesterday, I missed you today, and I will miss you tomorrow. When she asks him, do you miss me? So then he was like, no, I don't miss you.
Depends.
Maybe because of the way he is. But another thing that I want to bring to your attention, student, is this: if by dating now you feel that not a necessity in a way that
is like a demanding, a need of attention. You have
this need of hearing him saying that he misses you. That you need to hear that from him, because you mentioned that he shows that he loves you and everything. But if you see that you have that need of hearing him to say, I miss you, and he doesn't say that to you, and this might be a big issue for you, well, there's things that you need to talk to him about. But also, if you see that you are always asking, you need it. So you think like, maybe when you get married, will be that person that needs always to hear that person, will be very, like a chewing gum.
Yeah, no, I understand, Chris. I agree with you.
Sticking together.
Yeah, I agree. That's why we leave for you, student, that we can go for the next question.
Yes.
But we're going to leave for you that. Think of yourself. Why am I in need of a feedback? Why am I in need of someone just telling me, or you do this or do that, or why don't you do this, why don't you do that, why don't you say this, why you don't say that, why don't you say that you love me, why don't you say that you miss me, so that needs to be resolved,
which has a bit to do with the next question, actually.
Let's see the next question.
How long is too long to wait to hear your partner say I love you, or vice versa?
Wow. Let me think. Let me think, because I did not hear the question. It was too fast. Can you play again, please? I think it's better. Play it again, please.
How long is too long to wait to hear your partner say I love you, or vice versa?
How long is to wait and to hear from your partner say I love you, or vice versa? Well, let me tell you this. Not necessarily you need to hear from your partner I love you all the time, or there are people, they don't say to each other I love you, but what they do, their actions every day speaks more than words. Because we have, Chris, this idea, especially when you watch too much television, too much romantic movies. Because in romantic movies, is the people always saying, I love you, I can't live without you, roses and flowers and so many things, huh?
Our love can survive
everything. Our love,
my love for you is
our love,
amazing.
our love. But in reality, they are doing that, saying to each other, I love you, but they are cheating on them. That's how their movies are nowadays, unfortunately. So more than to say, how long we need to wait to hear I love you from each other.
I think there is no time.
But what matters is the way.
Exactly, it happens naturally. So if I believe you might be, I don't know if you are a woman, or if you are a lady or a gentleman. But the saying I love you will come naturally, as you say that how long is too long to wait your partner. I believe you might be married. I don't know, maybe you were married, so you are getting to know each other even more.
Yeah, we don't have much information.
We don't have much information, so I believe you might be married. So you are working, both of you are getting to know each other. So the I love you will come naturally in due time. Meanwhile, don't wait the I love you to have as a confirmation that this person loves you. Just check that person behavior, how she or him, how they treat you, what they do in order to help you. If he or she is a woman, a man of God, so how is it? So these all shows love. If the person sometimes sacrifice their will in order to help to do your will, and then as it goes, I'm sure the I love you will happen naturally. Isn't it? It will happen. Chris. It will happen naturally, and then when you see this, will have even a meaning. But don't grab that. I need to hear I love you, because if I don't hear I love you, it seems like
something's wrong.
Is something wrong? Maybe he or she doesn't love me really. No. Take it out of your mind, as my husband, as Rodrigo was saying. Sometimes we tend to watch those rom-com, and usually they say looking in the eyes, and they say but don't base in that.
No, base more in the actions.
In the actions. And the I love you will come.
Yeah. How do they treat you? How they treat you. That's the most important
Exactly.
thing. We're going to play another question in a moment. But let's play this video idea that I just placed there now. Yeah, let's play this video of someone that worked with us in the last love therapy. So just for give you time as well to think, because we went 2 questions this time.
Yeah, those two questions was really related. I think that it's important to we have that in our mind.
But the other one, we're gonna speak.
Well, it wasn't only 2.
We can go to the third one.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's play this video first. And when we come back, there is a question here that I think some people have doubts, Chris.
But are we gonna have time enough to answer them?
We might. Okay, let's play this video and you'll be right back.
We'll leave for next week.
What was your love life like before you started attending the love therapy seminars? What was your view on love, on relationships, on marriage? What did you think? How did you feel towards it?
Well, I came to the church when I was around 19. So it's I grew up in that single parent home. So it was a thing where my parents were separated. So in a way, I did have the vision of marriage. I didn't have a negative stigma in regards to love life. But because of the situation that I grew up in, I didn't really let it affect me.
And what would you say you learned from the love therapy, or what are some lessons that you've put into practice that you've learned from coming to the seminars?
What I've learned from the seminar is that you have to be consistent in terms of your love life, and to be intentional and to use your mind above your heart, because nowadays a lot of people use their heart when it comes to love, and it's something that is sensitive topic in order to do things right in terms of if you wanted to choose a life partner.
And what would you say a lot of people get wrong in their love life or their thoughts when they're single? What is a common mistake that people make?
I think it's a thing where they rush into things, not getting to know the person and not taking their time. So they may do things without thinking and make more mistakes by not taking a step back and actually taking their time when it comes to their love life.
That's very true. What would you say is a big fear for a lot of single people, for people that attend the love therapy seminars but they haven't yet begun dating or they haven't gotten married yet? What would you say is a fear of theirs?
I think it's probably anxieties and maybe their time in terms of their age as they get older. They would think that they can't find anybody, but it's a thing where when that person do come, they may rush into it in terms of being desperate, but not be in a way work on themselves first before attracting that person to them.
And what would you say is probably one of the ways that you've learned, or one of the ways that you've seen that people can overcome these fears or these mistakes that they usually make when they are single, when they are investing in themselves?
I think it's a thing when just to believe in yourself, and to have faith in yourself as well, and just like remain positive and just remain focused on your goal and not to be distracted of what's around you.
And what would you say to somebody that hasn't started attending the love therapy seminars yet, but they've seen the videos, they've seen these interviews, but they're still hesitant? What would you say to them?
I just say to them to give it a try and just to see it for themselves and just remain like focused.
Let's go for the question, okay? I'm gonna play the question only once because we still need to show the photo of the hand for you to guess who is going to be the couple the couple that's going to be here with us tomorrow for the love story with the hot seat. Okay, let's go for this question. Please.
I would like to know, if I like someone who is older than me, can I go forward to tell my pastor about her?
Well, okay, let's explain something first. We don't know how old she could be. We don't know how old she is. First of all, let's explain a bit about age. There's a problem, Pastor, that the woman is older. It depends how many years, just for the fact that usually women gets mature. I'm not talking about appearance, we talk about mentality.
Yes.
She can get mature faster. Usually women is more mature. For example, you can see a young man's now, there are young men thinking of, playing video games, doing sports, whereas there are women think about family, build a family. So they have same age, they think about two different things.
Yes.
They don't think about paying bills, responsibilities.
Even to get married.
Yeah,
actually,
even to get married.
When there is a engaged couple and they are about to get married, while the lady's like thinking, oh, the house, what I'm gonna do there, what I'm gonna, I'm
the
gonna
women
buy, what I'm gonna cook,
planning,
what I'm gonna plan, and then in future, blah. The man is like this: I'm gonna get married.
Yeah, and then what's gonna be done?
And
so
then,
how?
Exactly.
No, I'm gonna get married. It's gonna be everything okay. Well, okay, how? So it's a bit different. But either way, of course you can speak to your pastor. You should speak to your pastor if you want. I think nothing should stop you from speaking to your pastor, because your pastor is gonna give you the best advice. Because at the end of the day, it's your choice in your life.
Exactly.
We pastors, Chris, it's important also to mention to whoever is watching us, we, like when we are sitting there counseling, or when you ask us an advice, we're going to open the words of God and we're going to give you an advice. But it's not us who decide who you're going to be engaged, who you're gonna date, if it's good, on if you will date that person or not, or if you're gonna marry this person or not. At the end of the day, the choice is yours.
Our responsibility
is to show you, oh, look, this can work, this might not work because of this or because of that, and then you make your own choice. But definitely seek your pastor for advice. You should seek your pastor, sit down, talk to him. I'm sure he will be able to help you. If you want to come in FPK, if you live here from London, you can come speak with myself. If you want, I'll be this Thursday now from 7 p.m. counseling before the altar. We're going to be together with Bishop James, also Mrs. Elena, in the Love Therapy Seminar. Okay? BB says, me personally, I don't like when men younger than me, and I want to go for younger than me. Because of the maturity. Yes, you're not wrong,
it's
BB.
It's your choice. Exactly.
You're right, because sometimes it's too young. Mentalities
don't
follow. You are thinking of something ahead, the person is still think of playing things, playing time. So it usually doesn't work. But let's leave that for now, because I believe that's the best advice we can give tonight. Okay, let's show the photo of the hand, Chris.
Yes, let's.
So.
Everyone, now you ready?
I don't know if anyone is gonna get right.
I want to know your guesses.
You can show it, please.
Which couple is this?
Which couple this hand belong? Huh? You are looking there.
They are going to be here with us tomorrow.
They are going to be here with us tomorrow.
So many things to share. The
yes.
program goes so fast.
Oh, I'm gonna give you one tip.
But you gave one yesterday.
Yeah, but let me give you another tip.
Oh, my husband.
Usually the couples, I don't give tips.
No, he never did it.
So this couple, I will say, they are the only couple here in UK that had an experience in a country that only this couple were in this country. So this couple work in a country that only this couple work in this country here in UK. Among all the pastors and pastors' wife that we have here, no other pastor work in the country they did. Oh, look at the advice that I gave.
Oh, that is a very good tip.
So who this couple is? Who are they?
Let's see. I want to see if you can guess. Right here, who
right
you
here
think?
On the chat. Tomorrow,
which couple you think
we shall reveal. And I will be looking to in our bookshop.
Prize.
Because I want to tomorrow. There is a very nice book, The Faith of Abraham. So I don't know if we have this book here available. I'll be searching for it. I'll be searching for it. BB says, is Bishop James and Mrs. Elena? I don't know. I don't know. Keep searching. Keep saying here.
Yeah, keep.
I told a very nice tip. A very nice. I said Bishop Miguel and Mrs. Hannah. I don't know.
Well, but the people they guess indeed were no. Yeah, they didn't work in a place that nobody
they
worked
did,
but
keep searching.
Keep on going, okay?
So keep going. Let's see who this couple would be. Who this couple would be. Only them. No one worked in the place they did.
And tomorrow we're gonna know
tomorrow we are going to
place
reveal.
Was this?
Yeah, tomorrow we shall review, okay? So here is what we are going to do. Our program now is coming to an end. I'm going to leave a message from Bishop James. It's a highlight from the last of therapy. And as the highlight is playing, you can keep on guessing here. Someone said Lorraine Boring said Pastor William and Mrs. Bruna. I don't know. Keep guessing. Tomorrow we shall reveal.
You're getting close. Yeah. How is the name of the game? As closer you get, as hot it is. I don't know the name of the game, but we do have a game. It's get warm.
Yes, I'm still thinking. Okay, keep guessing. I'm gonna leave the highlights here playing, and as the highlights are playing, you can keep on guessing. Okay, our editor, Pastor Maurice and Miss Audrey, Pastor Damon and Danny. I don't know. Keep guessing. I will leave our Edir here, our producer. And our operator, he's gonna collect the names to see if anyone got right, okay? And he will let me know tomorrow. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We speak about Naaman and his leprosy. People often forget the impact that leprosy had at that time in marriage. When a person was a leper at that time, they had to be excluded from being together with other people. Lepers were often in colonies where they were together so that, they were already contaminated, so they would die in those colonies. When we talk about Naaman having leprosy, you're talking about a man who was married. How do you think his marriage was? Elena, please. How do you think Naaman's marriage was, being that he was married and he had leprosy? Do you think there were problems? What problems happened in a marriage when one person had leprosy at that time? Surely there was no intimacy. They couldn't even be in the same room together. Things as simple as a hug, a cuddle, that couldn't happen. But Bishop, what if he wanted? Okay, but if he wanted to do that, if that happened, that was contamination for sure. Not to mention that the law that God gave to Moses said that people could not come into contact with those who were lepers. Not because God was evil, but God was, he through that commandment, he would be preventing that disease to spread, just like coronavirus. Remember coronavirus? Let's read here. I'm going to read here. You can read from the screen. 2 Kings 5:1. It says, "Now Naaman, commander of the army of the king of Syria, was a great and honorable man in the eyes of his master, because by him the Lord had given victory to Syria. He was also a mighty man of valor, but a leper. And the Syrians had gone out on raids and had brought back captive a young girl from the land of Israel. She waited on Naaman's wife. Then she said to her mistress, 'If only my master were with the prophet who is in Samaria, for he would heal him of his leprosy.'" This servant girl spoke to Naaman's wife. And Naaman's wife, bear in mind, they were of a different faith. But Naaman's wife believed what the servant girl said so much that she went to Naaman. So this was a third generation conversation. It started with the servant, it went to the wife, and now the wife went to the husband Naaman. And she was able to convince Naaman to go to another land, to someone who could heal him. Who here came to the church because someone brought you, a friend, a family member. Do like this. Look around, look at the difference. Can you see that? Why? Because nothing is more powerful than someone believing something. And maybe you had heard about the church before. This church, this is terrible, terrible church. But because someone that you trusted said, no, you can go because your life is going to change, the word of that person was more powerful than the words of the many people that criticized the church. Because that person believed your life could change. And so Naaman, when he heard his wife, if it was the servant speaking to Naaman, it wouldn't have worked. But because it was Naaman's wife speaking to Naaman, Naaman knew, my wife I can trust. And if she's saying that I should go there, it's because I should go there. And this is all that God wants from you.